know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things that I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you are a new subscriber. So y'all, let's get into this video. Now, if you guys hear some background noise, it's my babies. I'm so sorry, but I had to get this video out today because who knows what will be happening next with this situation. So I just had to do this video today because I know the YouTube streets were hot since last night when Liv did this live and basically dropped some tea on Jazzy. But let's get into this clip and then we will talk about it.
I'm not even trying to do this, but I really just don't even know what to do anymore at this point. And like I told you guys before, I have been in a DV situation. I've been in a couple. Okay, you guys are gonna get blocked. If you guys want to get blocked, get blocked. Don't say nobody's name on my channel. I'm not being shady. I don't want to talk about nobody specifically. I'm just saying I don't understand, and I don't understand what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I just don't understand. All I could say is what I keep saying, and I really wish people would just realize their worth, like how strong they are, like know their strength. You know what I mean? Because I know that at some point I was probably, I know I was weakened by a person and I couldn't stand up for myself. I couldn't bear to be by myself and to take on everything by myself. But I just don't really know. Y'all, it's just horrible. It's just really bad. It's really bad, and I just don't wanna like. I try to be there for people, but it's at this point, how much am I supposed to be there? I say shit, it doesn't help, and then it's I'm gonna feel so fucking guilty if something happens. I'm gonna feel so fucked up. But I'm just saying this to hopefully get through to a person that, girl, you're beautiful and you're worth it and you're strong and you're capable and you don't need that shit in your life. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I can't get through to the person personally, but I just want everybody, every woman to know out there that you guys should never, ever let somebody hurt you. Ever let somebody hurt you. Never let somebody put their hands on you. And you know what? I stay quiet long enough, and because it's not my fucking business. It's not my fucking business. But at some point, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All I could say on right here is that you deserve the best. Us women, we deserve the best. And it's just sad that people cannot see their worth. They cannot see it. It breaks my fucking heart. It breaks my heart. And I'm not, like I said before, there's no shadiness. There's no malicious intent. My intent right now is pretty much saying, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to fucking do. Am I supposed to just cut it off? And if I cut it off, then what? What happens?
So that was the clip from Liv's live, and basically she came live and she had titled this live, "That's Not Love, Sis," and people were wondering who was she talking about, and a lot of people clicked in the live and they started listening to her and they were wondering who is she talking about, because she said she didn't want to say any names on who she was speaking of, but she started speaking on how one of her friends is going through a domestic violence situation. And she started saying that it's been going on for a while, but she's kept her mouth closed because, once you go through that process with domestic violence victims. As you guys know, a lot of the times it really hurts more to try to get them out of the situation and help than anything. So she had claimed that she's been knowing for a while. She says this friend calls her up on the daily and she hears these things going on in the household, putting his hands on her, screaming, doing all these things. And, people are wondering, like, who are you talking about? Now, we know that Liv does not have that many friends, especially ones that she talks to on a regular. She never speaks on really any other friend but Jazzy. And as you guys know, a lot of people have been speculating for a while now that Jazzy and Chris have been going through some type of abusive or domestic violence relationship. And, she doesn't come on here with black eyes or anything like that. And, that's what she's used to try to justify it in the past. When people have accused Chris of hitting her, she said that she doesn't come on live with black eyes or bruises. So, why people would speculate that he's hitting her is very odd and weird, which to me, I do not think it's very odd and weird, because a lot of the times you can be getting hit on and not be showing bruises or anything like that. And also, bruises don't stay on for, 2 to 3 weeks at a time unless it's like a very, very severe bruise. So, if he was just roughing her up and hitting her, here and there, but try not to hit her too much. And just being the way that she vlogs, she takes these huge breaks, which I've never known Jazzy to take that many breaks before. So, being that she goes on these over a week breaks maybe tells me that he does hit her, and she uses the week breaks to, heal the bruises or heal whatever it is that, he is doing to her. But I want to add in a clip of them too, when a lot of people were suspecting that the abuse had first started, and, was really strange for a couple who were newly, together, for him to be this violent and just acting like in this way with her. So let's get into this clip also, and then we will talk about it.
Wait it up. Tell me.
Stop. No.
Tell me, bro.
I'm serious. No.
Tell me. See, look.
Fuck on. I fuck you up.
Look. Tell me,
Motherfucker, I will
Tell
kill
me,
you.
ball. Look. Tell me, y'all. Chris, just tell me. I just need one time. Somebody say, do it. Wet her up.
Chris, bitch. Chris, I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker.
Go back there talking to people, man. I swear to God. You got my phone wet. Mother.
So that was a video clip of where, things truly first started, of people seeing signs that, he was maybe controlling, manipulative, abusive, whatever it may be that he was at that time. But I think over time it has gotten worse. And, people have seen many, many signs of it. And I think Jazzy has tried to cover it up by not filming as much and trying to portray him, and build him up on this platform to where people wouldn't, ever suspect that he may be doing these type things. And a lot of the times that's how abusers are. They want you to try to, build them up and try to, put on a show for them and hide their true self, so they can continue the mental, physical, and emotional abuse that they, do to whoever it may be. But, a lot of people were surprised that Liv finally, came out. And even people were thinking, is she lying? Is this a skit that them two came together to try and do for more views, more money? These two girls' channels are struggling. They do have kids to provide for, and they do not have, men in the house participating and paying bills or anything like that. So, a lot of people were thinking, was this a money grab, or was this, Liv's way of exposing Jazzy, after we know that Jazzy was throwing some shots at Liv? So, a lot of people were wondering, like, what could this be? And as of right now, Jazzy has not responded to anything, but it would explain why there has been so many CPS calls. Maybe it would also explain how, you guys remember a few months back how Jazzy had said that somebody had called 911 to the house and said that there was domestic violence going on. And, there's a lot of things that have happened in the past recent months that have led up to, him possibly in there putting hands on her. There's been multiple holes in the house, throughout the house, in the walls, his anger, and he's even said himself that him and Jazzy do get in heated arguments. So I definitely do think that there has been some type of abuse over there. But yet again, Jazzy will not admit to any of it, and I'm sure she probably won't go on live to, say that there was any abuse. If anything, she will defend him and say that people are making things up. People are out to get her, to get him. So therefore, people are lying on her. But if you guys also remember back when all that stuff went down between her and her mother, because something had went down between Chris and Jazzy to where he had dropped her off at her mother's house in her car, and there, I guess for a couple hours he dipped off and he wasn't answering the phone. And something had went down because Jazzy's mother had proceeded to say that she was scared for Jazzy's life and she didn't know what was going on. And people have said that his mother has reached out to Medusa herself to ask her about Chris's past. And, her mother doesn't really speak on much, and when she does speak on stuff, she throws her little subliminal hints, but she tries not to really tell what's truly going on. And I've also wondered, like, do the kids, tell their school? Do they tell Philip? Do they tell, their grandmother? Any other family member that's around? I would think out of 5 kids, somebody would be at least telling something. And if it was any of the children, I would think Amaya would maybe be telling something. But who knows? I mean, this man may be in there threatening them, telling them he doesn't want them saying anything or they're going to get it too. Who knows? Because a lot of the times domestic violence works in, a lot of different ways. There's a lot of different severities of it. So who knows what's truly going down. But until we hear out of Jazzy's mouth what's truly going down, I know a lot of people will take Liv's word for nothing. And, until it's truly confirmed, there's no way of just to put on him that he is in there abusing her, especially when she comes out with no marks, no bruises, and her herself wants to keep denying the abuse herself. So, if she truly did want some help, I would think at this point she would have asked Liv to call the cops on her a few times, or, call the cops on him, I'm sorry, or something of that sort. I don't just think that, if it's that bad. I mean, we all know also that Chris uses her and tries to manipulate her and screw up her mind and brainwash her. But the type that Jazzy is, she will stay there and let him continue to do whatever, whenever, as long as he stays there. And, she could still have the "he's my man" title. But comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think that, this is true, that he is in there abusing her, or he's not? I don't know if the kids have told Philip. I know a lot of people said that the kids going to Philip's house is a clear indication that maybe the kids were sent off because of what's going on in the house. A lot of people before were thinking, was this something due to the kids, a case with the kids? But now that we've heard this come up, not a lot of people have switched what, they were thinking, and maybe thinking that the kids were taken out of the house for most of the time because of something with Chris. But I don't know how that whole situation works because I've never been through it. But who knows? We just have to wait on these YouTube streets till more unfolds and we hear more about it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below you guys' thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.